Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Conversations Unplugged. I'm your host, Tom, and today we have a very interesting topic lined up. We're going to discuss the recent article from the New York Times titled, Tech Layoffs, the Changing Landscape of the Tech Industry.
Hi, Tom. It's great to be back on the show. This article definitely caught my attention. The tech industry has always been known for its rapid growth, but it seems like things are changing. Layoffs in such a giant industry can have far-reaching repercussions. Shall we dive in?
Absolutely, Jenny. The article highlights how several major tech companies have been going through significant layoffs recently. It mentions that over the past year, some of the largest players in Silicon Valley have experienced workforce reductions of up to 15%. That's a staggering number.
Yes, it's truly remarkable. The article explains that a combination of factors is leading to these layoffs. One prominent reason is the adjustment many companies are making due to declining growth rates. It appears that the tech industry is entering a new phase where continuous exponential growth is becoming more challenging to sustain.
That's right, Jenny. The article also points out that these layoffs aren't limited to one particular sector. It seems to be affecting both hardware and software companies, as well as those involved in emerging technologies like AI and blockchain.
It's somewhat disheartening to think about the number of people who may have lost their jobs. However, the article does offer a glimmer of hope. It mentions that despite layoffs, the tech industry remains one of the biggest employers globally, still creating more jobs than it eliminates. But I can't help but wonder how this will impact the overall job market.
It's a valid concern, Jenny. While it's true that the tech industry is still generating jobs, we need to think about the quality and nature of these new positions. The article mentions that some of the jobs being created are temporary or contract-based, which raises questions about job security and benefits. Furthermore, the increased competition for fewer positions may also impact compensation and overall working conditions.
Absolutely, Tom. And it's not just employment dynamics that are changing. The article highlights a cultural shift within the tech industry as well. It mentions how more companies are moving away from the traditional growth-at-all-costs mindset and instead focusing on sustainability and profitability. This change in mindset could have broader implications for the industry's future.
I find that shift really interesting, Jenny. The article mentions that some companies are adopting a more cautious approach, emphasizing strategies like diversification, cost-cutting, and even re-evaluating expansion plans. It seems like the tech industry is entering a period of self-reflection and recalibration.
Indeed, Tom. This recalibration might also be influenced by macroeconomic factors. The article suggests that changing political landscapes, trade policies, and global dynamics are impacting the tech industry as well. It's fascinating to see how a seemingly isolated industry can be so closely intertwined with the broader economic and political landscape.
Absolutely, Jenny. The tech industry is not an island, and it's deeply interconnected with other sectors and markets globally. And while layoffs may seem bleak, the article does highlight some positive aspects. For instance, it mentions that some of the laid-off workers are starting their own ventures or joining smaller, more agile startups, contributing to the growth of the entrepreneurial ecosystem.
That's a silver lining indeed, Tom. The entrepreneurial spirit is incredibly resilient, and it's inspiring to see individuals taking charge and embracing new opportunities. Perhaps this period of transition can bring about innovation at a grassroots level.
I couldn't agree more, Jenny. Change can be challenging, but it often paves the way for progress and innovation. As we conclude our discussion, I think it's important for us to remember that behind the numbers and statistics, there are real people whose lives are being affected. Our thoughts go out to those experiencing these layoffs, and we hope they find new opportunities and continued success in their careers.
Absolutely, Tom. It's crucial to remember the human aspect amidst all the discussions about industry trends and economic shifts. We sincerely wish everyone affected by these changes the best of luck. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us today on Conversations Unplugged.
Thank you, Jenny, for your insights. And to all our listeners, if you have any thoughts or comments on this topic or any other, feel free to reach out to us. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep the conversation going.